Hello, everyone. Good evening, Shakira. How you doing, baby? Cynthia, C. Tyson, Princess A. Miss Queenie, baby. How's everyone doing tonight? You saw the title. What a difference a day make. Now, y'all pretty much know what this is going to be about. Is what everyone been talking about for the past couple of days anyway. But I'm going to have a little spin on it, based on what I know, based on what I've been seeing and my understanding of things and how people work and operate and have worked and operated previously. See, for me, I definitely look at things as a whole broad perspective. I don't just take one thing that someone does. Hey, Mimi, baby, how you doing, sweetheart? How are you doing, baby? I don't just take one thing that someone did one time and look at it as, oh, well, that's the end all to be all who they are. For me, it is a compilation of different people, of different things, different experiences that you have exhibited, that you have shown, that you have done. And in saying that, first and foremost, some people may not like it, some people may like it, some people may agree with it, some people may not agree with it. For the most part, I want to congratulate Dee Ramsey for speaking out about her discomfort and what she thought of the situation that was going on between Bama Girl and what she did. Exploitative, and attention seeking. I've always said it was attention seeking, and I've always known that it was her being trying to exploit the situation. I've always said I never doubted that Bama had any type of affiliation with this young man, be it for 2 months or be it for damn near 15 years, however long she wants to say it was. The reality is it wasn't about Bama, and she made it about her, which made it exploitative. Remember yesterday in my video I said Munchausen syndrome? That was even before I even saw the visual footage where she's trying to get sympathy by pointing the camera in her son's face while he's crying and being upset. Hey, Kelly, how you doing, baby? Hey, Sizzler, how you doing, baby? It is something that we all know. And what's funny about it is that when someone on, quote unquote, the other side does something right or does the right thing, we should be adult enough to be able to congratulate them. We should be adult enough to be able to see it for what it is and say, good job. I even dropped down in her chat yesterday while she was speaking and said, thank you for speaking out. We may not have an agreement on what's going on based on who she chooses to support and how hard she chooses to go for people blindly. But in that one instance, for that brief moment in time, she was doing the right thing. She did the right thing. And I think that she deserves congratulations for that thing she did. Now, all the rest of the shit that she was doing in that video, still picking and poking and name calling and trying to deflect and distract, you know what I'm saying, was some bullshit. See, you should be able to look at someone and say, yes, this was correct. Good job on this. But this was fucked up on here. Because what does James, the Valero, and any other thing that she mentioned in that video had to do with what she was talking about in the subject at hand? See, you're still picking. You're still trying to cater and kowtow to the people who gave you the go-ahead to do what you're doing, to say what you're saying. And then you wonder why people say, oh, this must be what it is. Because in your disdain for what Bama did, you chose to still throw a stone at someone who has nothing to do with anything, who hasn't said anything about anything. So while I'm congratulating you for speaking out and saying what it is, what's up, Heidi? Snowflake Fly Baby, how you doing? you still chose to be petty and messy for absolutely no reason whatsoever just because you felt the need to do it. See, I don't understand that. What a difference a day make. Because wasn't just yesterday, 5A was saying she gonna stay out of it and be quiet. And then this morning, she makes a video detailing how she knew from the very beginning that everything sounded wrong. Everything sounded, saying like it was. And so she had to distance herself from it because she's starting a quote unquote business. Sweetheart, I have more hair in my damn garage and more lashes in my garage than you have in your so-called quote unquote LLC type of business. Stop it. See, while I'm congratulating D. Ramsey for speaking out first over there, no one else gets a pass. No one else gets kudos. No one else gets to say, oh, well, I knew it from the very beginning, but I just don't want to sweep nobody up while they were down. See, what does it for me, what irritates me so much is that when the first video, the initial video that kicked off this whole storm, that is titled, "Please Pray for My Family." What's up, Chantal, baby? How you doing? Hey, Rain, how you doing, baby? What part of that title was left up to interpretation? Please pray for my family. It's everything that you need to know about the situation in the title, stating that this was family. You could have still told the same information if you would have said, please pray for my loved ones, or please pray for a loved one that I know, or please pray for someone that I know, asking for prayers, calling out for prayers. It all could have been done the same way, the same story could have been told if that would have been said. But the word family mixed with what your story was led us to believe that there was some type of relationship with this individual, this young man, that you did not have, or the depths of relationships with this young man that you did not have. And then in the video, as you told the story, you said, you've known this young man since he was 2 years old. His mother has passed away. His father's not part of his life. You are the only family that he has. Come to find out, we're seeing all kind of family. We're seeing cousins, aunts, mother, father. Everyone that was in this young man's life coming out, wanting justice for him, going to marches for him, planning funerals for him, these type of things. What bothers me is that there are still people out here who's not willing to look at what's right in front of them. I don't see Sammy. What's going on? There's still people out here who's willing to believe and look past what's going on. There's people out here who's not looking at what's right in front of them. And like I said yesterday, if someone that I'm cool with on here, or even that I've met outside of here that was doing some fucked up stuff, I don't care if it's going to be a light drag or a heavy full-blown drag. If I'm going to sit up here and just talk mess and do stuff to try to be with you or say that I'm your friend, I'm going to talk about it. Okay, yeah, I gotta check it because I don't know who blocked Sammy. She shouldn't have been blocked at all. Oh, okay. Okay, that's your backup channel? Okay, Sammy. something was going on where every time you wrote something, I had to approve it. So I'm not quite sure what's going on with your channel, but thank you, baby. I appreciate it. Thanks. Okay. It's not gonna be too long, Wildcard. Welcome, baby. But if you knew from the very beginning that something didn't sound right, and you were trying to work with her through it in the background, and she was lying to you, after how many days, after how many lies does it take for you to say something? Now, it's funny that 5A said something after D. Ramsey came out there initially. And I'm not going to be part of the conspiracy theorists who says that this comes from other places and other people who knew what was going on and advised on it. Like I said, my opinions may be that, but I'm not going to come ahead and say that because I said, I don't know. I'm not a conspiracy theorist type person. I go for what's in front of my face and what I see. But it looks awfully fishy, 5A, that you choose to come out and denounce and break down every single thing that we've been saying as the reasons why you must walk away from someone. And what bothers me about both 5A and D. Ramsey's statements is this. They keep using the word haters. Oh, you get with the haters what they want. Oh, the haters don't love this. Or the haters don't have something to talk about. When you have a liar on here taking advantage of a situation that happened in their town and city and making it seem as though the situation affected them personally, how is it that someone is up here hating? Please make it make sense and answer the question is, what is it that one will be hating on in this situation? What is it that one would be hating on in this situation? We said that things didn't add up. The family said things don't add up. People with some type of sense of critical thinking sees that this does not add up. The first lie, the mom is dead. Oh, now all of a sudden there's a mom right there. The father was in part of their life, but all of a sudden the father and the mother has been in his life since the very beginning. You're his godmom, but yet who appointed you to his godmom, to be his godmom? The purpose of a godparent is when, in the case of the event that the parents are no longer around to nurture, care for, provide for said child, at that point, the godparents step in. And that's normally presented to someone that is close to the family, someone that knows the family. Now, I know people I could go out here and be like, well, oh, well, she said, well, he appointed me his godmom. That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works. Because if just say that he was alive at 15, if you don't since he was 2, his both parents died. He just can't say, oh, I'm coming to live with you now. He's still a minor. He just now turned 18. You didn't know the boy's real age. And the whole thing of, oh, well, you don't know all your children's friends. That's part of the problem. Not only in this situation, but in society as a whole. Part of the problem is that parents aren't being parents anymore. They're being their child's friend. They're not asking the proper and opportune questions to make sure they know what's going on with their child and with their children. And there's nothing against the family or this young man. This is in case of the argument of that not everyone that your child know, the parent knows. Well, if you're around my child, my niece, my nephew, to the point to where they're calling you their godparent, as an uncle, as a parent, as someone in control of a child's life, who buys their food, who pays for their lifestyle, was not living in my home, be it an uncle, be it an aunt, be it a cousin, whoever, but any minor in my guardianship, I'm knowing what's going on in your life. I'm knowing and finding out what's happening with you. Period. And come to find out, Bama, you did know the cousin's son who died in the 7th grade. So you're compounding different stories and different situations and different organizations without trying to garner what? Sympathy. But yet expect no one to talk about it. And back to the whole hating thing, because someone has an opinion about something, someone's seeing commentary that they want to talk about, and they see flaws in the situation, does not make someone a hater, people. When you do fuck shit all the time and constantly, and you come out with a convoluted story, and people question said story, it doesn't make them a hater because your behavior has dictated and denoted that, you know what I'm saying, you can't be trusted, that you can't be, you know, believed. We have to question everything you say, everything that you've said, based on everything that you have done. Now, if you weren't known to be scamming, known to be around scammers, you wouldn't be put in that category. And I'm 5A. You are wondering why people are expecting you to speak on this. Well, people are expecting you to speak on this because you have brought up and stood behind said individual. And the behavior that said individual is showing is similar to said behavior that you have shown previously. What are you talking about? What do you mean? I don't scam. I didn't do anything. Let's start naming off your scams and how you have taken money from people and not gave them the product that you thought that they thought they were going to get. Let's start with your very first one that we know of, that I know of, which is the $600 for the lawyer. You started a GoFundMe and you asked for money to help you pay for a lawyer. Hey, Paulette, baby, how you doing? To help pay for a lawyer. You got the money. But not one time did a lawyer was retained for the purposes in which you have said the lawyer will be retained for, and nor have you showed evidence as such. I'm just saying, make it make sense. That's one scam. Then the whole scam of vacation. Now, I know people say tired of vacation was out there. What can I do with one thing or the other? Well, when you promise someone an event, and regardless of the situation where the event doesn't take place, you think just by saying no refunds mean there's no refunds. No, that's not how it works. So you're saying that if you collect $20,000 for a said event doesn't take place. Let's say a global pandemic. So venues are obligated to give you your money back and your deposits back, which means you have the money, the $20,000 that people have spent or given you for said event. That was a gift to you because they like you. That wasn't a gift to you because they feel sorry for you. That wasn't a gift for you to do other things with. The money was given on the express purposes of you pulling together an event and people coming to said event. And then your conditions of when you're going to refund people's monies back is you got to do it between this day and this day, between this time and this time. If you don't do that, no, that's not how it works. Your event was supposed to be from this time to this time, on this day to this day. If that can change and I don't get my money back, that's a problem. If you can cancel or the event is canceled because unforeseen circumstances on your part, you just can't keep people's money or hold on to people's money until the event, quote unquote, gets started or goes off. That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. Now let's talk about your latest business venture. This quote unquote hair company that you say you have now. Sorry, hair and lash beauty company, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. You come out here stating that you have a whole LLC, which is free. Anyone can get that. You come on here saying you have a whole website in the works that you pay $1,500 for. Come to find out, based on the name that you have, the domain and the website wasn't even yours. Is now James Caldwell's. But then if someone clicked your link, you was telling them, oh, go onto your community page and help be a patron for this website where their names can be put on the website forever, asking for money. That's what patrons is. They pay to either advertise with you, they pay to sponsor you, they do something by giving you something for their name to be posted on the brochure, on the step and repeat, you know what I'm saying, in the book, on the website, however it is that you want to thank them by posting their name on it so people know who they are. But yet, which one was it? Which one came first? The 1500 website, or are you going to put people's names on a website to show thank you that they're going to have forever? See, you yourself have been involved in a lot of different little schemes and scams. And when you take someone under your wing and then they start to scheme and scam, of course people are going to look at you. Of course people are going to start asking you questions. Of course people are going to start asking questions. Of course people are going to start looking at you funny. Of course people are going to want you to denounce what the person has done to show that you have credibility. But waiting until after someone else did it first, after you said you're going to stay out of it, after you said that you are going to ride or die, and what you also, no one was mentioning also that you said is, you actually said, I support Bama fully. So whatever y'all do, I stand behind it. So you stood behind this scam that you now said that you knew from the beginning sound funny and fishy to you. See, everybody's worried about the wrong things. Look at the little nuances of what she said, how she said it, when she said it. You can't tell me today that you knew from the very beginning that it was a scam because she was lying to you as well. And you wanted to make sure that she, you turned all your things around, you dotted all your I's and crossed all your T's. When you said that you stand behind her and whoever's going to support her, you stand behind that as well. You gave your seal of approval. Do we forget that? Have we forgotten that Fibe gave the seal of approval to this the day after? She said, and after everybody was questioning her about what's going on. If you were on the family's Facebook page from the very beginning, why then yesterday did you say you're going to keep your nose out of it? So which one is it? Are you doing the research behind the scenes, or are you keeping your nose out of it and letting her do what she needs to do? Exactly. So my thing is that you don't get kudos now, Fibe, because you chose to denounce her this morning. No one asked you to denounce her. Just like you give your opinion about everything else. The question was, what do you think about XYZ involving your protege? The scheming and scamming was learned behavior from watching you and the company that you have been keeping. The people that you brought your protege around. That behavior has been learned from. Oh, if I can do it, I can do it. If this person over here can do it, I can do it. If people can charge $600 for a weekend vacation, I can do it. Someone can charge, $300, not including travel expenses and room and board. I can do it as well and keep their money. It's a learned behavior. And what do I say, you guys? Do I not say don't allow people to build you up because at that point you give them the power to break you down? So, Bella, if your platform sinks and sulks it's your own fault because you gave Fibe the power to build you up. So now that she says she has to walk away from you, because how many people say, oh, I support you, I support you, I support you. We're going to see in the next coming days, next coming week or so, who's really there to support you, who's really there because they like who you are and what you have to offer. Because these panels that you've been doing, people saying, oh, people just hating on you. Once again, what do we have to hate on? It's been said that the only reason why that young man's family know your son is because he was going over there to eat food because you didn't have food in your home. What's up, L Love? How you doing, baby? That's what's being said. It's being said that the only reason why those people know your son is because he would go over there to eat because he would say that you have no food. So which story is correct? Is the story correct that you have no food in your home, so therefore your children have to go elsewhere to find food and eat and do that for themselves? Or you want us to believe, because they said, but you want us to believe that he told you that his parents was dead to him? See, you can't have it both ways. You can't have us not believe them, but believe you. And believe that this young man told you that. Questions have been raised. If you've known this young man since the age of 2 or since the 7th grade, whichever story you want to go with now, if you've known this young man for those amount of years, if he just turned 18 recently, 7 years old, 7th grade was what, 13? So 5 years at least? About 5 years at least? Is there any type of evidence that you have shown anyone? I don't want to say because I don't watch you. I don't care enough about you to watch you. You sound like a liar. You look like a liar. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I call it as I see it. There's no sugarcoating around it for me. Fuck it. Whoever like it. Whoever don't give a fuck. Ain't nobody gonna do anything to me, and my lifestyle is not gonna change based on your opinion about me. It is what it is. So, but I'm not on here lying either. I'm not on here saying that I'm one thing and not and being something else. Hey, April Walker, baby. What's up, baby? How you doing? Yes. Well, the thing is, the whole word hater is something that I don't even like. The thing is, I have nothing to hate for you to hate on. You don't even know me to hate me. I can't hate on you because shit, there's nothing that you have that I want. There's nothing you have that I want. There's nothing that you possess that you can scram up or scrape up with that I want, that I'm going to hate on you for. So the word hater to me, I think, is overly used. It really is overly used here on YouTube because when people are living hand to mouth and having to beg and scrimp and scram, there's nothing for me to hate on. So I'm going to still live my comfortable life. I'm going to still live with money in my pocket. I'm going to still have my jobs that I work every day that I work. I'm still making money, I'm still bringing in money and revenue to my home, bringing in more money than I'm putting out. So I'm not hating on anyone. I look the way I look. I am the way I am. I dress the way I dress. My body's the way it is. It is what it is. So there's no hating involved. I think the word hater is something that we need to kind of get out of our vocabulary and use other words, because hating sounds that's a lazy word because it encompasses so many different things. But yeah, when someone says, baby, I'm not getting on you, so please don't think I'm getting on you either, sweetheart. I'm not getting on you. Well, I do have a relationship. I do have a loving relationship. I do have a decent household. I do make decent money. I do live within my means. I can't afford anything that I want. If I want to go out and buy a car today, I could pick one of my cars to take money off of to get that. I'm saying, yeah, I don't have much, but I have a little bit. Well, it's not here and there. You know what I'm saying? But for those people to keep saying, oh, those haters are doing XYZ, hating on what? If someone can tell me what I personally, Food Junkie, have to hate on anyone on YouTube with, I will be happy to give you kudos. Because what I went out for money was that people want to lie and scheme and scam and act like and try to use me for a little bit of money, whatever, not really give me the information that I need. But anyone can say who wants to call me a hater, please let me know what I'm hating on. What do you have that is so non-tangible for me that I need to hate on you because you have it? See, I'm not a picky type person. I'm not someone who look at what someone else has and covet it. I'm not a person who hates on someone else or dislikes someone because they may have a little bit more, a little bit less than me, or have a different personality than I do, or a different type of way of delivering a message than I do. May have more people in their chat than I do. Like I said, I don't need 1,000 people in my chat. That's not what I strive for. If I was, y'all know I will be putting people's names in my titles all the time. Now you can show me or point out one title that I have someone's name in. I'm just saying. What's up, Miss B Town baby? How you doing? Sorry, Miss B from DC. How sorry? Yeah, Miss B from DC. How you doing, baby? Hey, Unfiltered Monkey baby. How you doing? But yeah, if someone can just tell me, everyone who's calling people haters, what is it that people are hating on? Like, I'm confused. I can go downstairs in my garage and pull out my kits, all kind of kits, my hair kits, and I have more hair than people say they have in a hair company. I too have braiding hair. I too have hair for ponytails. I too have tracks that I put in my model's head if I want their hair to look for or give a certain style or a certain look based on the outfit I put them in. I too have lashes galore. I too have makeup and stuff like that for my styling products that I do. So that's not a hate. Exactly. Right. Yeah, it's definitely overused, baby. And it's like, when like you have food in your house. I have food in my house. You show liquor, I show liquor. You eat crab legs, I eat crab legs. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing really to hate on. You can go anywhere you want to go, so you say. I can go anywhere I want to go, so I say. It's not something to hate. Sorry, excuse me. It's not something that I need to hate on here on YouTube. Hate on you for what? Hate on someone for what? Because someone gives super chats or whatever? I mean, my thing is this. I work, so whatever I have, I appreciate because I worked hard for it. If someone chooses to give me something, that's a blessing that they choose to give. That's a blessing that they choose to give me. And I definitely appreciate it. But it's not required over here. I will ask you to like the video, though. And your time is more than enough. Because there's 1,000 people that are live, that goes live, talk about the same things over and over again, whatever, that you can easily go to, talk about the same thing I'm talking about right now, but from a different perspective. I still have not put my own personal opinion into this commentary. I'm talking about what I've observed on YouTube, what I have heard on YouTube, and the questions that have been arose here on YouTube. My personal opinion doesn't mean one thing or the other. Hey, Tessie, baby, how you doing, sweetheart? That's true. Some people say they can afford it, who can't, but that's why they keep on asking people to donate to different causes and buy certain things overly priced. And just so happen, I can just afford what I say I can afford. It's not that there's nothing to hate on. But if we're, like I said, what a difference a day make, whatever, because just yesterday, whatever, you was going to be silent, but today you denounced the young lady, hoping to get away from her because you say it looks bad for your brand. Baby, your brand looks bad for your brand. Hey, this one's Overdose, baby. How you doing? You're not known as a person of integrity, Fibe. And it's not me clowning you or not trying to roast you or gag you with that. It's just me telling the truth based on these streets and people on these streets. It's not what the people who like you say about you or think about you. It's what the people who don't say about you. Like I said, I can say, well, this is what it is, X, Y, Z, da, da. But I just mentioned 3 or 4 different things that you've been involved in within the past year that looked like you've been scamming. You've been scheming. You've been trying to take advantage of people, trying to pull at the heartstrings of people. Let's not talk about that. All the times that you pull at the heartstrings of people. Starting with the 50 cents for the school lunch. Opposed to buying the baby something to eat, you sit in front of the school crying on camera while the baby is still hungry. Make it make sense. Scam, because you know people are going to give super chats and cash apps and stuff. It ain't my place to call my money because y'all do you. It won't be me. It won't be me. If you had upwards of $50,000 in the past year given to you here on YouTube, and there's no remnants of it whatsoever as to how you spent that money, even if you say, I furnished my new home, or I furnished my home with this XYZ, at least if we can see where that money went. But the fact that we can't even see where $10 went on you, there's a problem with that. Come to find out, yesterday it's been said that, you was the not beneficiary, the appointee to Eric Kane's money. I think when he got all the money that he had. But by the time he got out of jail for those 10 months, the money was gone. He was back broke because you don't spend all the money. What do you have to show for the fact that you had hundreds of thousands of dollars in your possession, but yet you live the way you live? You came on here looking the way you came on here looking, because that was after the whole Eddie Kane situation. This is Overdose, baby. I didn't see her do it, so I didn't sell it to her, so I can't make that comment. But you can. You sure can. I'm just saying. So y'all wonder why people are questioning you and want you to answer to it, because, baby, that's your protege. She learned the scheming and scamming from you and the people that you roll with, allegedly. Because everyone that you're rolling with have been scheming and scamming. Overpriced popcorn, overpriced vacations that's not vacations. It's just ill what it is. No one is like, if you came on here being a perfect person, well, it's not. Did make one mistake, was involved in one scandal or scheme involving money, that is. No, I didn't see her channel. Why do I watch a child's channel? That's another setup. Thank you for reminding me, Tessie. There's another setup to say that, people are pervs because they're going to go over to your daughter's channel. Why would a grown man or grown woman go over to a child's channel? Why promote a child's channel here in this sector? Thank you, Jay over, baby. Why would a person promote a child's channel on this sector of YouTube? Only to try to set someone up. Only to try to say, oh, well, you over in my child's channel was not. That's a child. Why would you be over there? The same reason why you will be promoting it over here with grown as adults. They say that, I don't know, babe, for sure. Tessie actually did. I've been over to the channel. See, you have to get up pretty early in the morning to get one over on me. It's the stunts like that that we can point to as to why people want you to speak on what happened with the Bama girl. Not just this morning, but yesterday, the day before yesterday. We're going to start being revealed that this could be possibly a lie, a fictional tale of delusion. That's what it is. And it's not saying, oh, well, these are bad people. It's not, because I don't know you to be good or bad people. What I know is that in my observations, you seem to put a lot of scams. You seem to have a lot of life events happening to you that allows you to be needing money. That's all I can say. My personal opinion as to why you need money has nothing to do with me or with you or to you two. It just makes no sense to me. It has to make sense. It has to make sense. Yep. Always using their kids for one thing or another, be it tucking piss, be it, lying and saying, pray for my child for this and that and the third. People say they have godchildren who died. People want to say their child is hungry, they need money, they need food. But yet we're jealous. We're haters. I don't know, y'all. It must feel real good for someone to come on here and hate on you because you are doing something. Doing something? I don't know, y'all. It has to make sense. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense that, we have adults who seem not to be able to own up to the mistakes that they've made. And my thing is this. Y'all know me. I don't do apologies. I don't give them. I don't receive them. So I don't give a fuck about what someone said they're sorry about doing. My thing is change your behavior. Change the behavior of what you're doing. Change the behavior. Stop being caught up or being around people and keeping your mouth closed when stuff's starting to look funny and starting to look fishy. And then you want people not to comment on it, not to talk about it, not to be aware of it. Don't want to involve you in it, but yet you involve yourself when you came on camera, to promote someone. And then you even said yourself, well, she can lie to y'all, but I know she was gonna lie to me. If someone can lie to you, what makes me so special that they won't lie to me as well? I'm not special that way. I know I'm not. I hear you there, but I mean, like I said, like we discussed earlier, you probably just came in. The word hate is overly used. I never say someone hates on me. I say I don't have much, but the little bit I do have, I do well with. So there's no reason for anyone to hate on me, period. The seal over those, baby. Neither have I. I've never encountered so many. Well, yes, I have. I live in Atlanta, and if anyone know about Atlanta, was not. Atlanta is the home of the $35,000 millionaires. Everyone thinks they're a millionaire because they make $35,000. Everyone think they're a millionaire because they, saying make $3,000 to $4,000 a month. Now you're rich, not knowing that after taxes that cuts down drastically. After paying your bills, that cuts down drastically. And if you're not living within your means, you might wind up being caught up here on YouTube begging and scheming for money. I'm just saying. If you're not, using that money wisely or budgeting that money wisely, you might just be caught up on YouTube, lying, scheming, and scamming, begging for cash apps. I'm just saying, I don't care how rich you think you are, how much money you have, or how much your lifestyle is. It is what it is. All I'm asking you for is like of the video. I'm not asking you to do anything else. I'm not asking you to put any money in my pocket. Because I got jobs for that. Not jobs. Yeah, you're right. They never had anything. So they never had self-esteem, never had popularity, never had integrity, never had any type of financial situation that's positively or positive. You get a little bit of a taste of something, then you turn wild, you go wild, you acting a fool, you're doing the most for the least. And you get the taste of scheming and scamming, so you got to keep on scheming and scamming. Now, what I want to hear from Bama Girl and all her starch supporters over there who have her back, regardless of what happens and what goes on, I want to know, what have she been a part of that didn't look right now that she's been let go? I'm just saying, because it makes no sense to me that this is not your first scheme and scam. Be it you was directly involved in it or you had some knowledge of a scheme and scam. I'm just saying, make it make sense, people. And what makes it so heinous is the fact that you're using a relevant topic, a pertinent situation, to scheme and scam the people. And not thinking that it's okay, and not thinking that it's okay to do so. Thinking that you have every right and you are entitled to it. Now, let's keep it real. If you don't know the parents, what makes me think that you are going to give whatever monies to collect it from you or by you to the family? And then you keep saying, pray for your son. Come to find out your son wasn't even in the car. Come to find out your son wasn't even in the car when this happened. Oh, they just dropped him off at home. For real? You're going through these extremes. You're fine, J.O., baby. You're fine. You're fine. You know what I'm saying? Come to find out, like, it's just funny to me. All these things coming out, but yet you want people to believe what you're saying. And if you say you knew all this from the very beginning, but you're trying to work it out behind the scenes. I'm confused. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Right. Observing what you're doing. You put it on camera, no matter if you erase the video or not, we're still seeing it. What a difference a day make. First it was, oh, pray for her, y'all don't know what's going on, her, this and the third. Now it's, oh, yes, she's a liar, she's a schemer, this and the third. I find it funny. I find it hilarious. They want to know what you're drinking, J-Over. They want to know what you're drinking, baby. I was going to make a mint chocolate chip martini, but I won't. I was going to make a mint chocolate chip martini, but I won't. I drink water. But yeah, it's funny what a difference a day makes. It's funny how people, you know what I'm saying, do all kind of things for money, for clout, for attention. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Like I said, I don't have an opinion about it one way or the other because I really don't care. I tell people all the time, stop pouring your money out to people just because they say they have a tragedy in their family. That doesn't make the tragedy any less. And people can still donate to this young man's family, But the cousin said the funeral arrangements is already paid for. So anything else that's donated will be going towards the legal fine. Crown Peach, okay, is going towards the legal fine and making sure they have things filed, which is understandable. Because with what's going on with the climate, what's going on right now in this country, the last thing we need for someone to do is to be tied to a scandal involving a police shooting. A Black person involved with a scheme and scamming of a family that was involved in a loss of a loved one by the police. And what's so funny about it is the thing about people say that she should be arrested. If you are fighting to find out what happened to your family member based on a police shooting, and someone's trying to scam you, is that family going to be so inclined to go to the police, the very same police department that they are fighting against? What's up, Miguel, baby? How you doing, sweetheart? That's what makes it so crazy. That's what makes this crazy. Love you too, baby. That's what makes this crazy. My son, cousin, family member was just gunned down by the police department. Was just gunned down by the police department. Now this person is scheming and scamming you or whatever. I don't feel comfortable going to the same police department that just shot down my loved one to report this information. Did anyone think about that? Like, this shit goes deep. This shit is ridiculous. Who can I report to when I'm suing the very same people that you want me to go to because you're trying to scam me and scheme me? That makes no sense to me. It's just crazy to me. It's really, really crazy to me. This is sick on all different kind of levels. This is ridiculous on all different type of levels, on all different levels. You know, you knew the young man, so you say, and you love the young man, so you say, but yet you can't produce one picture, one card, one text, one nothing, him calling you mom. Thank you. It just makes no sense to me. Like, I don't know. I'm dumbfounded, but then I'm not, because I really don't care one way or the other. Because these people are just ridiculous. Even people who are just taking up for these people who are being quiet about the situation was not. It's one thing if you have nothing to say at all, because you want to just don't say anything. That's one thing. But if you're not saying anything because you don't want people to question you, or you're trying to come out after the fact that all this information has been shown, and there's no proof on anyone's part to show that this person had any type of relationship with this individual, it's just crazy to me. It's ludicrous. See, Jehovah? People think I'm crazy when I say I'll give you what I want you to have, and that's only if you don't ask for it. If I want somebody that has something else not, I'll give it to you. But if you ask for anything or drive big for something, more than likely for me, you will not get it. Because I don't trust you. Let's go to anybody on here. I don't know what the purpose of you asking for it for. Especially if you're able to mind the body. Right now, during this pandemic, you can find a job anywhere. Everybody's hiring. But you rather sit online and beg for it. Okay, well, that's on you. It really is, Miguel. But I've known this before I even got on YouTube. Like when people out there panhandling was not, you get somebody $1, they pull out a whole wad of money and to rough that dollar up in. You got more money in your pocket than I do. Just because you're dressed badly don't mean that so you don't have more money than me in my pocket at the moment. Can't do it. Open up my heart. Oh, excuse me. Open up my heart and make me see what's in front of you, what's not, and then give accordingly. But just because someone has a tragic story or a sad story or Oh, well, in these type of situations, that there's not a reason for me to open up my wallet. I always say open up your eyes, but don't open up your heart, but don't close your eyes. You can give, you know what I'm saying, or you can have empathy for people, but also you got to watch for who they are, how they move, what they've done. I'm just saying, you guys, be mindful about what's going on. Like I said, and it's the holiday season too. People are gonna be out here in droves trying to scheme and scam you. You know what I'm saying? Giving you sob stories, having snotty nosed kids and crying babies and this and the third. I can't do it. I told y'all when Deanna was up here when we was at the mall, was like the lady gave this sob story about how she lost her job, how her husband died, everyone around her died, and I'm like, oh, let me get away from you, because you bad luck. Everyone's dying around you. Deanna started laughing because she thought I was crazy. No, but I'm just, I don't do that. Don't come begging for stuff. I don't do that. I don't do the whole begging thing very well. The whole begging thing is not something cute. Definitely don't do the whole begging thing. Just can't do it. Exactly. Exactly. But yeah, I'm confused. I mean, people want kudos for doing the right thing. People want kudos for saying someone's a liar or point out a lie. But yet, when you point out the lie initially was not, oh, you're hating. Oh, don't give the haters what they want, baby. No one's hating on y'all. Trust me. Like, no one's hating. Trust me. No one's hating. No one's hating at all. I don't get it. Be able to stand in the stuff that you've done. Being able to stand in the ish that you did. You want everybody to believe you and understand you was not? Okay. Stop lying. If you're hungry and all you're eating is cat food right now, say that. People are more inclined to give you something, I'm saying, to tide you over. But all you're doing is lying and trying to scheme and scam. They don't get you nowhere. Get you drug on these streets. But if you're shameless, that don't mean anything to you either. Y'all realize these people are shameless. These people don't care. These people do not care. They don't. They don't care. They will do and say whatever they can do and say to get what they want. They sure will. True. Very true, Gail. But also think about it. If her son was going over to their house to eat food because she had no food in her refrigerator was not, how could she help them out? When she's living mouth to mouth or hand to mouth was not, how could she help them out when she don't have anything herself? But then at the vigil was not, why weren't you with the family? I'm not even asking you to go up there and talk, because that's not what godparents do. Godparents will go up there and talk. And that's stupid, everyone who's saying that. Oh, why don't you go up there and talk? No. Why don't you go up there and give your condolences to the family members? Yes, he was a good boy. We loved him. We're going to miss him. Hug. Something. I'm just saying, y'all. I told y'all this wasn't going to be long. To come in a couple minutes to talk to you guys for a little bit. And, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it is what it is. Like I said, be mindful, you guys, of what's going on out here on these streets. Not only on these YouTube streets, but in real life, there are people out here trying to take advantage of you, especially during this time. So be mindful. If you're going to give with the expectancy of no expectancy whatsoever. Give because you solely want to, not because someone made you feel guilty about it, not because you was good tripped into it. Give because you want somebody to have it. Don't give with the expectancy of getting something in return. You know what I'm saying? And if you need help and if you feel comfortable, please don't be afraid to ask for help. It keeps you from looking crazy on these YouTube streets. But yeah, you guys, this is your boy Food Junkies. I want to come at you guys really quick. You know what I'm saying? They really didn't want too much. Just wanted to, you know what I'm saying, say, I don't understand it and what a difference a day make. Because, you know what I'm saying, just yesterday, it was a whole different situation. Now today, people have been ousted. I want to thank you guys so much for being here. Hey, Miss Philadelphia, baby. I'm getting ready to go, baby. It's not really long. It's about an hour long situation. want to thank everybody for being here. You be blessed as well, Miguel, baby. Miguel, I see you pop up on all these panels, baby. I'm like, what's Miguel doing down there? What's she doing there? Just smiling and laughing. If she don't sit down somewhere, look at Miguel just on everybody's panel. Look at on everybody's panel. But yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. I love you guys so much. You guys, I definitely appreciate you guys always being here. The ones who are always here and the ones who just turn for the first time. If you like the video, please, and subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? I don't bite much. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get back to I was gonna make some I'm gonna make some avocado egg rolls and some egg rolls either tonight or tomorrow. I'm gonna eat those on camera. I can't wait. It's gonna be so good. But yeah, you guys, y'all have a great day. I love you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you guys for being here. And I will talk to you guys later. If you're just coming in, like the video, please, and please watch the playback. It really is just me popping my stuff as I always do. Y'all have a great day. And it's not important that I love you guys. It's more important that you love yourself. You love someone else. You respect yourself, and you definitely respect someone else. Until next time, this is your boy Food Junkie, and I'll holler at you guys. Peace, y'all.